don't take action, you kind of feel like a failure, don't you? Because your dream haunts you a little bit. So the thing that you're most afraid of, you've already got. Because you're really struggling underneath this big dream that you have.
You know, life is a roller coaster ride for everybody. It has its ups and its downs. But it's a fact of the matter that everybody, no matter if you're a big artist, a successful artist, or a successful businessman, everybody works hard to get somewhere.
You keep thinking you're waiting for the right time. When winter comes, you go find your little acorns, right? You think you're gonna find them? Let me tell you something. You keep burying those dreams. The longer you wait, the harder they are to find. It's time you dig those things out right now and find them and put them right in front of you again and go chase them.
First and foremost, you need to cut out the bull crap. I mean, way too many people are watching Lost, you know? I mean, if you're not happy and you want to make something of yourself or you want something big to happen and you're out there, you know, focusing on, you know, playing too many video games, the Nintendo Wii, this, that, and the other thing, you've got to absolutely address that. And I think that that is a very, very big deal. I just think people are saying, oh, I wish. You know, you've got to do. And there's really no alternative to doing. And, you know, that's what I think people need to recognize. I think that they have to absolutely positively recognize that the only way to succeed is to execute. And the only way to execute is by doing it after hours, because you've got responsibilities, right? You've got to pay the mortgage. You've got to pay your college tuition. These are all real things. And unless you come home and work till 2 o'clock in the morning, nothing's going to happen.
When you see me and I'm surfing or I'm hanging out with my family or I'm training jiu-jitsu or I'm traveling and having a good time and enjoying my life, you're seeing the freedom part. And what you have to remember, and what everyone here should remember, everyone here wants to enjoy their life to the maximum. But if you want that kind of freedom, it all starts with a discipline.
We all make excuses because we don't want to give ourselves the time. And that's what it comes down to. You don't want to give yourself the time. And you have to ask, why don't you give yourself the time? What is the thing that's blocking you from giving yourself the time? I believe that time doesn't really exist. It only exists on the clock. It's what you put into it. So time is really the energy you put into something. A deadline is a deadline, I get it, but procrastination is a barrier. So give yourself time and stop making up excuses not to have time.
It doesn't really matter how busy you are. We're all busy. If you really care, you'll find the time. No matter what, I don't care how amazing your life is or how low it gets, your inner wisdom is always with you. Always. And the key to getting what you want is having the clarity to tune into that wisdom. Having the courage to listen to it and having the confidence to actually take action.
Your life would feel better and richer if you had a goal, you chased that goal, you accomplished some things, and you would get this boost of confidence, you'd get this boost of self-esteem.
You set goals to grow. You set goals to reach inside and stretch and go where you've never been. You set goals to take you to a place you've never gone before. And you grow as a human being, and you know something, you never go back.
Remember, these dreams are going to put you in really scary places, and that's okay. It's okay that you don't know what you're doing.
It's looking right back at you. And if you're willing to make a commitment to that person in the mirror, if you're willing to look at that person in the mirror and say, I'll make a commitment to you from this day forward, that whatever it takes, I'll do whatever it takes. Whatever it is you want to accomplish or whatever it is you want to do, you literally have to see it first.
If you're not trying to get out of your situation and every day you're choosing to stay in it, and you can't complain about being given the choice you keep making. You know, one of my favorite quotes is, change happens when the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the pain of making a change.
You have to be crazy in believing what your goal is. Whatever it is, you're bold enough You're big enough to dream if you are intentional and deliberate about it. Now, there's some aspects of it that are going to be organic, but if you are intentional and deliberate, if you build it on Monday, if you build it on Tuesday, if you build it on Wednesday, I want you to understand that it's not going to happen by luck. Productivity is always intentional and deliberate. And on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, no luck, guys. Every single day, if you do a little, you're going to wake up one day and your dreams are going to be a reality.
You can't just say you want it. You can't watch the video and say, I want it as bad as I want to breathe. It's cute to say.
All of your youthful idealism gives way to the harsh realities of life itself. When you were a teenager, you thought you knew everything. But when you got to put everything in practice, you found out it wasn't as easy as you thought it was. Life has a way of making you close your mouth. Life will mute you, shut you down. Because all of us, if you live long enough, will go through a period of feeling so overwhelmed that you think of one more thing. If the phone rings one more time, if I get another text, if I get another email, sometimes I question technology. I appreciate all the advances, but I don't need another way for anybody to be able to access me. I doubt there are very many people in this room that aren't experiencing some degree of being overwhelmed by life itself. The moments in your life that you feel overwhelmed by life, by people, by your own issues, by your own circumstances, by demands, by struggles, and yes, by temptations. It's not long before you feel overwhelmed. What is hiding in you that you have not seen? What strength are you underutilizing that you're letting that weak thing whip you like that? How long will you live without knowing what you've got? If you know who you are, then you know who you are not. If you don't know who you are, somebody can ascribe any identity onto you and you will morph into whatever they want you to be. And that's what has happened with a whole lot of us. Some of us have been 10 or 12 different people depending upon who we were with, because we don't know who we are. We become whoever they want us to be. And then when they leave us, we are confused because we have no real understanding. We like to think that life comes to us in courses, but it does not. In reality, sometimes you got 10 issues and they all hit you in the same weekend. You